Caitlin Clark out for the remainder of the 2025 season, something we all think we knew was coming after what Stephanie White said earlier today. We couldn't be too sure until we see it for ourselves. And with this announcement from the GOAT's mouth herself, Caitlin Clark won't be returning this season.
Caitlin Clark just slammed the brakes on the entire 2025 season, and the internet is spiraling faster than a busted washing machine. One statement from her and suddenly fans don't know whether to cry, riot, or dive headfirst into conspiracy theories involving Gatorade and astrology. This isn't the kind of headline you scroll past. It's the kind that grabs your brain, shakes it around, and screams, "Pay attention," because everything just flipped upside down.
Not surprising at this point, but still incredibly disappointing. Caitlin Clark officially done for the 2025 WNBA season, as she and the Fever announced on social media. The Fever and Clark saying that she tried to get back on the floor. It appears that she just ran out of time, not able to get enough confidence back in her body as the season wraps up and the playoffs are likely about to begin for Indiana. I mean, it's a gut punch that basically encompasses an entire season.
So here we are, staring at the brutal possibility that Caitlin Clark's basketball fairy tale just ran out of chapters far too soon. The player who turned every arena into a sold-out circus, who made even casual fans suddenly care about women's hoops, is now stuck on the sideline looking like the most tragic what-if in recent memory. And let's not sugarcoat it, the whispers are already growing louder. Is this the end? Could one injury wipe away all the hype, the records, the ESPN highlight reels, and reduce her to the ultimate one-season wonder?
Statement saying this: I had hoped to share a better update, but I will not be returning to play this season. I spent hours in the gym every day with the singular goal of getting back out there. Disappointed isn't a big enough word to describe how I am feeling. I want to thank everyone who had my back through all the uncertainty. This has been incredibly frustrating, but even in the bad, there is good. The way the fans continue to show up for me, and for the Fever, brought me so much joy and important perspective. I am so proud of how this team has only gotten stronger through adversity this year. Now it's time to close out the season and claim our spot in the
Because let's be real, the sports world has the memory span of a goldfish. One day you're the golden child of basketball, the next you're a trivia answer people bring up while arguing if the rookie of 2026 is the next big thing. Clark gave us one spectacular season, a launchpad that looked destined for superstardom. And now? She's staring at a medical chart that makes even the most loyal fans start Googling athletes who never made it back. It's ruthless. Sports doesn't care how many jerseys you sold or how many kids taped your poster to their wall. It only cares if you can keep stepping onto the court.
Fever have lost so many players to injury, but obviously none bigger than Clark. And there was such a weight for this second season after her magnificent rookie season. And then, the anticipation of her possibly coming back, only for that not to happen, takes a lot of air out of the room, obviously takes a lot of energy out of the fans, and is a devastating blow for not just the Fever and the WNBA. But the good news is her career is not over. But it's a tough blow when it all comes crashing down like that. And, ever since Stephanie White's.
And right now, Caitlin Clark isn't showing up on the court. She's showing up behind a microphone with press conference scripts polished within an inch of their life. The words sound less like, "I'll be back stronger," and more like, "Please don't forget me while I disappear into rehab purgatory." The vibe has shifted from unstoppable force to damage control, and fans can feel it.
All right, so now, I don't know who asked the question. The young lady, shout out to you. She said, "Hey, are you guys going to make an announcement?" Like that, I appreciate you at least. You didn't say it as blunt as I would have, but you said it. You asked the question. Hey, because now she's saying, yeah, the plan on this West Coast trip was to evaluate. How you going to evaluate her if she never had contact? What's the evaluation? She's been able to shoot jump shots. She's been able to run up and down the court by herself with nobody touching her. What was there to evaluate? Now you're pushing it through the weekend, leading us on, having us dangling in the air.
And of course, the trolls are eating this up. The same people who couldn't even pronounce her name a year ago are now acting like orthopedic surgeons. Suddenly, everyone's predicting she'll never dribble again, tossing out comparisons to Greg Oden before she's even cashed her second paycheck. It's brutal, but that's the internet. If you're not producing, you're just another punchline. Some athletes bounce back like they're built from rubber, others crumble like a stale cookie. And right now, nobody knows which version of Clark we're going to get. She could be the cautionary tale, the reminder that hype doesn't guarantee longevity. The turnaround has been almost cruel. Not long ago, she was torching defenses, piling up points like a cheat code, and grinning through interviews as if she'd cracked the secret to basketball itself.
Well, there you have it, folks. My hot take from earlier this year, all of a sudden, not so hot. Clark announced that she's going to be out for the rest of the season. Obviously, a nice little post here thanking her teammates, saying she fought back, was in the gym trying to come back. She wanted to, but Clark not returning for the rest of the season. It makes sense considering where the Fever are at in the playoffs right now. Right now, they are making the playoffs. They're the 8th seed, so it would be the final seed there. But are they going to make much noise? Chloe Bibby just went out for the rest of the season. She was one of the...
Now every update on her injury reads like the script of a daytime soap. Will she come back? Will she be the same? Is her confidence gone? Stay tuned. Fans aren't replaying highlights anymore, they're refreshing injury reports, because deep down it's easier than facing the possibility they already saw her peak. The reality is, not every career ends with a farewell tour or standing ovations. Some just stop cold. For every legendary comeback, there are dozens of names lost to trivia night. And the media isn't making it easier. They're already churning out takes questioning if Clark was overrated, if she was just hype, if this proves women's basketball can't carry a true superstar like the men's game. It's draining, but that's the cycle. Build you up, tear you down, and move on.
Clark is out for the rest of the WNBA season. She had posted this whole statement on Instagram as well as the Fever officially announcing it just now here on this Thursday evening. And there have been some talks about from the Fever staff about her potentially trying to come back, and they had kind of been trying to drag this out as much as possible over the course of this season, but there simply seems to just not be enough time in this season for them to fully feel comfortable in getting her healthy. And the message that has been sent has always been the most important thing is her long-term health. That is what the Indiana Fever